Naked Heart Revolution is the go-to podcast for high-achieving individuals seeking to transform their relationships and life. Hosted by Jenny Bingham, an intimacy reset coach. Each episode explores emotional reconnection, personal growth, or business insight through expert guests sharing real stories and strategies. Whether you want to deepen your connection with your partner or elevate your business, this podcast delivers the tools and mindset shifts needed for lasting change. Subscribe to join the community focused on intentional healing and empowerment.
Handsome husband, Yuri Gomez, and we've been together for 18 years.
Nice. So what was the thing that attracted you to each other?
I let that one be you.
Wow. We have a long story. But I think to make it simple as far as like exactly what attracted us to each other, I guess I can speak for myself as far as what attracted me from her was definitely her energy, her smile, laughter, number one. And beyond all the physical, how much also she's beautiful inside, and how amazing she was gonna be to my two boys, which are my life, because we come from divorces. So we were both divorced when we got together, but we knew each other from before for work as well. So to me, that was obviously very important. Because we were forming basically a new family. She brought her daughter and obviously my boys as well. So I think that's the main thing that attracted me.
Nice. And so what attracted you to him?
That's funny because he tells me that all the time, that my laughter is like having a glass of wine and just enjoying it. So I know that that's a real thing after 18 years. For me, it was more of admiration. We come from divorces, right? So when you come from broken homes, you have a baggage already, right? From the previous relationship and expectations, disappointments and everything else. And he made me feel safe. He made me feel that I was going to be able to accomplish my true purpose in life with the right partner. So I used to see him speaking, and every time that he would speak, I would be like, oh my God.
You melted?
It was that energy of understanding that together we could be this amazing couple.
Nice. So then with that, who asked who on the date first?
Oh, he did, for sure.
For sure. How did you approach her? Because you were friends already. Were you nervous that it might turn strange, or you just had?
No, I wasn't nervous. I mean, I was gonna ask and she was gonna say yes no matter how many times she said no. So
The confidence already.
Really, didn't matter what she said. But actually, funny story, she said no like 7 times, which I told her, so what you mean by that is you want me to ask again? No problem, I'll ask again. But yeah, I mean, since we knew each other, we had worked before together, and then we were apart for like 2 years, and then when we found each other again, we were both divorced, so we kind of knew each other already, and knew very well, I guess, the kind of woman she was, the kind of person she was, and how driven she was and what she wanted in life. So it wasn't a lot of guessing, and believe it or not, actually I've always tell people that ask us all the time, and we have hundreds of employees now, and they ask us all the time, how do you guys work together? You don't kill each other, and how. And I think that both having us gone through divorces was a blessing,
Yes.
because it made us so much more appreciative of paying attention to each other and being able to intentionally create a beautiful life.
Yeah.
And sometimes people that haven't gone through that, not everybody, but a lot of them take it for granted, take the relationship for granted. So we wanted to make sure that whatever mistakes we did on our previous relationship, we weren't gonna do. So the commitment's a lot higher, I think, and the intentionally creating, like I always tell her, you know, my mission is her happiness and to be able for, you know, to realize all her dreams. And her mission is the same with me. So when you have that partnership, spiritually, mentally, physically, then you feel that it in both sides is fair, and you both are pushing each other for your best life. So
I remember clearly the first time that we went out together, that I said yes after 7 times. We went to a dinner.
And then I proposed once. I took her on a private jet. She said no.
You took her on a private jet, and she said no. To Bahamas.
And she said no, but that's a different story. You didn't ask a question. Scratch. Go ahead.
So after I had said no 7 times, I agreed to go to a dinner. And I remember clearly when we finished the dinner and we were coming out of the restaurant, and he went to hold my hand, and I was afraid, but I let him hold my hand. And he took me to the car, and because I was driving, by the way, I didn't allow him to pick me up. I had to drive my own car. And he wanted to kiss me, and I said, if we do this, you realize that things will never be the same, meaning being friends for so long, and you know, you're entering into a different level of relationship. And his answer was, do you promise that it would never be the same?
Oh.
And I was like, whoa, okay, then maybe I should give a chance to this. But I want to talk to all the beautiful ladies that might have the opportunity to see this. Coming from divorce, I was broken. I was totally broken. I had no trust for men. I was confused. I was, my confidence went down to hell because I thought, you know, I was a good wife, a good mother, and that wasn't enough anymore for my first marriage. So I was very skeptical to everything and any other relationship, and I didn't want I didn't want to be the one bringing this guy and that other guy to my daughter's life. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to enter into another relationship, it has to be totally worth it. So when I said yes to that dinner, I knew that I was re-entering into a different commitment now, and that failure was not an option. So I knew that I needed to give more than 100% to this relationship. Going back to what he said, having that commitment to each other makes everything totally different. So now our relationship, when people ask, oh my God, how are you guys still holding hands after 18 years? Why are you so intimate with each other, even when you're in front of so many people? We intentionally create this energy. We are aware that the butterflies goes away, that the love of the romance, all of that goes away if you allow it. But if you open your heart to really truthfully connect with that person now and understand that it's totally in your court to make the relationship work, it just doesn't happen. And intentionally you create those moments, then you can break that pattern of brokenness and feeling horrible about yourself and feeling so doubtful about maybe creating a new life with somebody else.
That was deep, very, very helpful and inspirational in that sense. I know time is cut short, so I'm just going to ask this more precise question. 18 years, and you touched the topic a little bit, how to keep the passion. You said intentional. Could you give me a couple of examples? The intimate passion, the create new butterflies. What's a couple of examples? Oh, look at him smile on his face. He's like, what?
You answer that question.
Generally speaking, with everything that we learned with Tony, we run 5 different businesses together, so there's very little time, and you cannot leave it to chance. So talking about calendars and schedules, we actually schedule time for us to be together, to have dates, to have vacations every month, to at least, even if it's just 3 days, a weekend that we take, and we separate ourselves from everything and everyone to just be him and myself, intentionally creating those moments. Intimately, girls, I wear wigs, I put my high heels, and I change from blonde to red to black. It sounds funny, but it's creating really that energy of wanting to be with each other and not allowing for anything other than us to create the relationship that we want to have.
Okay. And for yourself, any suggestion for the guys? Say, hey, don't be shy, step up, be a little bit more what to try to win the woman's hand.
Are we still on when I ask him? You're asking me when I ask her out, or you're asking me as far as the intimacy?
As far as the intimacy side.
The intimacy. So I think that definitely as a man, you have to lead. I think that a lot of men complain, oh, my wife doesn't do this, my wife doesn't do that, my wife doesn't provoke this or whatever, and it should be the other way around. So my mission has always been to give her so much love and so much attention and so much details and so much intimacy of flowers and things like that, that she has no other option but to give me everything that I want and I need. I think that the man has to lead, and unfortunately it happens a lot that men don't, and then they just expect, and then it becomes basically a vicious circle, where then the woman is like, well, you don't give me anything, and how am I gonna just do something? And the man is like, well, she doesn't take care of me, so why should I? So I think that as the man and the leader of the house, putting yourself first and putting yourself vulnerable to love and to give, it's what has worked for us.
He creates the dance, and I just follows, with the dance. Because like he said, he's such an amazing person with me. Not only the relationship, but he supports me in everything that I want to do, in my personal growth, my business growth. There's no, as a man, he has no shame, or he's not competing with me, because he's sure of who he is and everything that he can accomplish on his own. So my accomplishments, he doesn't take it as a threat. So because of that, he's always lifting me so much that I have no other than surrender to the love and caring and the relationship that we have.
That's a big thing, where sometimes we see if a woman is progressing and the guy is, seeing this, he may react different than supportive.
Yeah.
The fact that he supports you when you progress, then you support him because you love him, and that just makes it.
Like Tony says, I think that if a man feels threatened with that, it's still a boy, not a man. A man knows his worth, and for example, in her business, I've basically, I've done all the marketing, all the branding, everything is centered to her, and because I know exactly who I am, and I don't have to be that. I know that she's who she is, and and I am who I am. So it doesn't even come to my head any other way.
Excellent. thank you very much. I know this was a quick little interview. I'd love to speak with you more in the future. And right now, is awesome talking with you too. The confidence, the demonstrations, like, yeah, we're together. We support. We know where we stand. And it's going to be helpful for the ladies out there and for the men out there who are on the fence of, well, she's doing progressing. She's going to leave me because of that? No, she's going to stay with me because I support her, because she's herself, I'm myself, and then we just support each other. Okay, thank you again.
Thank you, Jenny.
Welcome. Bye.